Yeah, I started coming to the gym about 2 or 3 years ago, and I decided that it would be useful if I could have some specialist help with my training, because I was pulling some weights but I wasn't sure I was doing quite the right thing. So I spotted the advert for Pure Performance, gave Mark a ring, and started from there. So I think the first thing what Pure Performance did was assess my body fat and the sort of muscular content, and so we used that as a benchmark, and then started some exercises and some different sorts of training to try and reach my goals that way. And the big nutrition plan, and that was always the bit of the battle, because I wasn't very good at sticking with that, and I didn't really quite understand at the beginning how significant and important that was. So I tried to get into that, and I lost a huge amount of body fat in the first season. It did prove to be a necessary part of the process. Well, for me it was to get into a calorie deficit. So I was avoiding a lot of carbs, really, a lot of processed food, and he set me a few things, and we tried to sort of stick to the things I was supposed to eat. The only trouble with the calorie deficit is that you don't build very much muscle during that process. So that was a bit frustrating initially, because I saw myself losing weight, but also sort of losing mass at the same time. But sticking with it, that has changed, and we got into a process where I was less concerned about losing weight than I was about building up. So we sort of stabilised that, and the calorie deficit sort of stopped. But I still followed the nutrition plan, and then I began to see some results then. They are able to specialise the service to meet the individual. You know, there's a whole lot of things they do. They'll do, weight loss targets or just muscle building for people. I was never very muscular to begin with. I'm not very sporty, but I'm very active. And Mark just tailored everything to suit the way I am. And secondary to that, I overdid it one day, and I gave myself a shoulder injury. And I think what struck me was how that he was able to then find exercises that didn't affect the shoulder, but still enabled us to continue. And that's been very, very helpful. There have been some definite effects. I can tell the difference. He's a hugely nice guy, a lot of fun, very easy to work with, and particularly attentive, I think, to your individual needs, which I think is useful. Yeah.